Ma'am, please don't be concerned if the building behind me is on fire. I just did a lot of cooking. Hey everyone, welcome back to more Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we took care of all the afternoon stuff for the Academy Festival, and this time we only have one ticket left. And it's the evening, so let's go ahead and help some people out. Excuse me, mind if I ask what you're doing here? Not at all. I'm waiting for my daughter and my younger brother. We agreed to meet in front of the main building, but they're running very late. But they've gotten lost somewhere. Both of them can be pretty careless. This is actually the Old Schoolhouse, not the main building. She looks familiar. She's related to Instructor Makarov, isn't she? I met her back in Ruhr. He gave me a compass and told me to find my way directly north from the station, but before I knew it, I was lost in the middle of the woods. Getting out of there was no small feat, I tell you. See, this is why I can't trust a word he says. Imagine leading your own sister into the wilderness like that. The conversation's going nowhere. Would you like me to call for Instructor Makarov? Oh, would you do that for me? Please do. He's always getting lost and showing up late. Hopefully you can find him and set him on the right path over here. Please wait a moment. And this part is very important. Do not, under any circumstances, move from the spot. The Old Schoolhouse itself can be dangerous too, so please don't try to go inside while you're here. So yeah, we have in fact met Vanilla before with her cat. What was the cat's name? I can't remember what their cat's name was. Milk. Milk was the cat's name. Now we just have to go and find Instructor Makarov and Mint. And where actually are they? They are... okay. In this Student Union building. Wait for things to load in. And Makarov's with Instructor Mary. Excuse me, Instructor, could I have a moment? Something wrong? What about your desk? Sorry, Mary, I've really got to deal with this right now. Of course, is there a problem? You could say that. Figured you wouldn't show when there was no sign up for this afternoon. Didn't think she'd pop up this evening. How long has she been walking around? Maybe I should leave the meeting and pretend you never said anything. I have a feeling I'll just make the problem worse. Probably. Guess I'll go get this over with then. Thanks for the heads up. Sorry she got me mixed up in all this. No problem at all. Just try not to keep her waiting too long. Yeah, that might be for the best. Indeed, very well might. Now, we are actually going to wait a moment before we go and meet back up with them, because we do have one more thing that we want to pick up. Heading into the main building and heading onto the second floor of the main building. Although back one of the first quests that we had brought us to this area. Now we're here again. Talk to Celestine. Class 1 and Class 7 are both putting on performances tomorrow. I advise using this evening to rest your body and mind. It's just relaxing with a good book. It so happens I've just finished one of my own. If you're in need of reading material, you're welcome to it. And we get the finale of Red Moon Rose. I'm pretty sure that's just about every book. But yeah, that was really all we needed to take care of. In addition, naturally, we still want to be here, because if we go upstairs, all the way onto the roof, well, there's a certain black-haired individual waiting for us. Cillian? What about whatever's over there? I'm getting tired with all these people running around all day. Get up to the dorms tonight. I'm sure to make something tasty for you again. This is for me? And some cats just give people dead mice. Thanks, Lean. I'll be sure to put this to use. We will. We will need to put it to use. Of course, serum capsules, so useful. Basically just a full heal, and a possibility of just getting you out of the... we didn't actually use all too many with the fight against C, but... we could have. In some of those fights, in the first time I tried it, which took me an hour, actually about an hour and a half of just battles. Maybe even... yeah, about an hour and a half of just battles. I had used up all of my serum capsules. So, yeah, that C fight sucks. It's painful. But now we can go and meet up with Makarov and Vanilla. You took your time, Makarov. What time were we supposed to meet again? Noon. Don't even try to suggest that I'm the late one. Anyway, where's your husband? I asked you to bring him along. Wait, you didn't lose him on the way here, did you? Waked him up and he couldn't make it. You should stop acting like a child. Is any of this my fault? Let's not waste any more time here. Hurry up and give me a tour of the festival. Well, this is gonna be annoying. Oh my, what was that? I think I misheard you. Nothing, sister dear. And I think that's really all we need to do. Yep. So we've gotten that taken care of. Everything's done with Makarov. It's very nice. So, I think we're just about good to go. We've got one ticket left, and, you know, last time I made the joke that we would be using the Stella Garden for a special date with a special someone, that being Instructor Sarah, but now we're actually going to use it for Elisa. Because I very much do like the chemistry between Rean and Elisa. You can only, so basically, the way that the events work is that you can't do the same event with the same person twice. That's just kind of the only thing behind it. I think I mentioned that, but not certain. Oh, wow. I still really love the ambience of this area. It's so cool. So this is the Stella Garden. I never expected it to be so beautiful. It's even prettier if you switch on the device farther in. Let me say we go do that. Sounds great. I'm sure there's probably some more dialogue if we did this before. Or if we did this with Elisa the first time. But again, I am not showing off all the dialogue for the festival stuff. That's too much to ask, even for me. Mainly because I have to voice act it. Well, quote-unquote, have to voice act it. I choose to make the mistake of voice acting it. Can't talk to Elisa, but oh well. So we've made it to the end. There's the device right here. Let's switch it on, shall we? Again, I just love how the Stella Garden looks. I mean, it looks nice even with the normal starry sky, but then just getting it to that. Such a good area. Like, I would vote for this. We haven't seen the concert of the operator yet, but I would vote for this. It's beautiful. No matter how many times I see it, it never fails to take my breath away. The sky here is really spectacular. You can almost mistake it for the real thing. It actually reminds me of the night in Nord. Right. The sky that night was incredible. It was just the two of us. It was. Or it seemed that way until we realized all the others were listening in. That was embarrassing. Right, I kinda try to forget that part. Still, at least there's nobody to interrupt us today. Yeah, I feel like we were able to talk for hours back in Nord. That's the second time there's been a typo on this. I like getting the chance to hear all about your family, though. You know, talking to you that day made me remember one of my fondest childhood memories. Back when Father was still alive, he barely ever took time off work. On one of his days off, he took Mother, Grandfather, and me on a family trip. We had so much fun together. See why it's so precious to you. Yeah. No matter what happens, I always think back on the day and make myself a little happier. I don't want to just dwell on the past. There are a lot of memories I want to make. With my classmates, and with you. Lisa. Oh, hold on, don't start reading into that or anything. Just a slip of the tongue. I mean, I want to know you were included in classmates, right? So that's who I want to make memories with, so... I know. Our class has been through a lot, both good and bad. But every memory we've made together is precious to me, too. As long as our class sticks together, I'm sure our collection of memories will get even bigger. That was the gist of what you were getting at, right? Yeah. I just love the dynamic between Elisa and Rean so much. Rachel Hirschfield does such a good job with Rean. With Elisa. Sean Shiplak does such a good job with Rean. Fantastic. I very much approve of this game smashing together ship. That was really beautiful. It's great to be able to sit and talk with each other, too. Well, I have things to do. Bye. See you. I think we're pretty solidly full.
The first day of the Academy Festival is nearly over. Thank you for coming today, everyone. I hope you'll join us for our second day of festivities. And for all of you prepping tonight for tomorrow's attractions, good luck. And try not to overexert yourselves.
That's day 1 over already. That went by really quickly. I should go meet up with everyone. As the day drew to a close, Class 7 gathered in the auditorium to give their instruments and costumes one final check. After they were satisfied everything was ready for the big show, they returned to the dormitory together. Oh, it was so much fun! We should have a festival every week. I think make things a bit too lively around here, but it's better than class and homework. Personally, I was surprised by the variety of different attractions. There was so much to take in. Yeah, the other classes have really put together some impressive events. We have to make extra sure we measure up with our concert. Indeed, nothing less than our best will cut it tomorrow. The time has come. Huh? Shangrin looks startled. Nothing, I think, but I could have sworn I heard someone calling me just now. That must have been my imagination. Well, did you blow all those free tickets cuddling up with the cuties in the cellar garden? Twice? Maybe one of them's all smitten, chasing after you like, Reen, baby, here's my number. Call me anytime, day or night. Yeah, I don't think it was that. Anyway, what do you think about one last meeting after dinner tonight? Let me discuss the details of our third song a little more. Seems sensible enough to me. Okay, let's roll. In other news, quest complete!
Thank you for everything.
And we get class act. It's very nice. I'm gonna save and then continue this because we still have time left in the episode. You can see where I saved before. I don't care. You can see when I'm recording this. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Maybe I'll just cut this out. Perfect. Yeah, the final song fits in perfectly. That would be quite the surprise for our audience, too. See, what did I tell you? Well, one doesn't typically attend concerts expecting a deception. You never see it coming. You never see it coming. I see no harm in a little unpredictability. After all the festival planning, I think people will appreciate something that wasn't part of the program. Well, we got that settled. It all comes down to how much we can pump up the crowd. Well, we've done just about everything we can do. Just have to play our hearts out and let the fate decide the rest. It's gonna be so much fun! Something wrong, Emma? You don't look so hot. You're not starting to feel sick, are you? No, I'm feeling fine. I was just thinking about the latest news I heard in Crossbell. Yeah, there's that rumor going around. About the one involving the International Bank of Crossbell, right? Apparently, they've frozen access to all their foreign accounts. On top of that, they've got the bank CEO, Dieter Croix, serving as one of Crossbell's 2 heads of state. Won the mayoral election a few months ago, but even in political office, he stayed on as head of the IBC. I actually met him in person once. Wow, really? Yeah, not on my own, though. I was with my mother. The IBC is a long-standing business partner of the Rhineford Company. They acted as an intermediary for the Orbital Network. And Arcus projects, actually, but he never seemed like the kind of person who'd do anything this extreme. the IBC really has frozen the bank's international assets. It's gonna cause chaos across the entire continent, not just in Arabonia. It'll lead to a depression. A pretty big one, too. Some of my family's assets have been hit by the IBC's free as well. I just don't get it. They push their luck too hard with the Empire of the Republic. There won't be a crossbell state for much longer. Rather, they're doing all this, accepting that could happen, or they've got something else in mind. With all that's going on, your family's really gonna be able to make it tomorrow. A lot of VIP parents in this class are supposed to show up, right? It's true. It might be rather difficult for them to make me. Given he's on the board of directors, I was expecting my dad to make an appearance, even if he couldn't stay. Yeah, I don't think my sister will have any trouble making it, but I'm not so sure about my dad now. Same situation here. My grandfather should be able to make it, no problem, but my mother... My only family member who will be visiting is my younger brother. Yeah, only my sister will be coming, so nothing to worry about there. Yes, and Laura, you've both got family coming too. Right, but considering my father's current position, whether he makes it or not depends more or less on chance and circumstance. Can't really hazard a guess as to whether my brother will be able to make it. Ordinarily, he has a reasonable degree of freedom, but with all that's been going on, he's been quite a busy man. You can save yourself some chronic hand-wringing. He's been informed that all of them will be able to make it. Instructor? Is that true? Sure is. They all called the academy about it earlier today, in fact. The situation in Crossbell isn't so dire that it's going to have an immediate impact here in the Empire. So they've decided the best thing to do is just to attend his plan, to show everyone that it's still business as usual. Well, that's certainly something. I'm a bit relieved to hear that. Anyway, never mind that. You got your big day tomorrow, so I hope you're ready to tear it up on stage. That's one's got that operetta they're doing, right? Let's take a peek at the rehearsal earlier, and the amount of effort they're putting into the whole production is almost scary. Wait, they're rehearsing today, too? It's like they went straight to the principal to ask for permission, and he made a special exception for them. I figured they just coast along on their family pedigrees, but they're putting their hearts and souls into this. Whatever you guys said, you must have really let a fire under them. What should we do? Maybe we have one more rehearsal, just in case? Nah, we've put in plenty of time. We're as good as we're gonna be for this performance. Any more rehearsing would just be redundant. I suppose you're right. If we put ourselves into a panic and just rehearse until we drop, we might be more likely to screw it up. Make a good point. In the cross, getting a good rest before a big match makes a huge difference. Just maybe simply best to rest for tonight, then. We need every bit of our strength tomorrow. Yeah, we've done all the work we can. For a good wind will blow on us. I'm impressed. You guys are a lot calmer than I thought you'd be. And here I was, all ready to lecture you if you seriously suggested rehearsing at this time of night. Instructor, I even thought to do it if you hadn't come in here barging trying to scare us about telling us about Class 1. You just saw him because she feels left out. It's a dirty line, you know it. Hey, what's that sound? Why are they ringing the bell this late? Hold up. It's not the school's bell. Can't remember ever hearing one like that around here before. Now that you mention it, it did sound different from the bell we normally hear. Wait, no, it couldn't be. It's like the bell we heard in Lohengrin Castle, right? It is the same sound, sure of it. It's impossible, and yet... What's going on, you guys? I mean, it's that old castle in Legram, isn't it? Yeah, the one you told us that ghost story about. It seems like things just took a turn for the strange. I have a feeling I know where this lonesome bell is tolling from. Come with me if you're curious. Yeah, didn't figure it'd be the main building's bell. Wait, that would mean... I knew it. Let's go take a closer look. What's going on? Why are they off at this hour? Where's that bell tolling coming from?
What is this?
Seems like there's some kind of force field. No idea what's powering it, though.
Oh my! There's something very strange about this. Very strange indeed. This academy may have been founded by Emperor Dreikels, but this particular building dates back long before even his time, I believe.
Principal Van Dyke, what are you all doing here?
Reen?
Ah, and Sarah's with you too!
So, you've come.
What's going on here?
I'm sure you heard the tolling of the bell earlier. Apparently, as soon as that started, this barrier appeared. We've had several students testify that was the case, at any rate.
Looks like it's covering the entire building.
I tried the direct approach and hit it with a hammer, but it just absorbed the impact.
Wow.
So it's some sort of field that negates any physical force applied to it?
We've known from the beginning that this building was one big mystery, but it seems we didn't realize just how big.
Want me to call out Lammy and have him smash through?
Don't bother. It'd just be a repeat of what happened in Lohengrin Castle.
Yeah, nothing we tried could even scratch that barrier. And this one seems a lot like it.
Gather the staff for an emergency meeting. I'm afraid we'll have to prepare for the worst.
Yes, sir.
I suppose we have no other recourse at this point.
Toa, going forward, let's assume that the second day of the festival and all related events will need to be cancelled. George, I'd like you to gather your equipment and keep a close watch on this area.
Yes, sir.
Understood.
Wait! Are you really going to cancel the festival?
Under these circumstances, there's not much else we can do. If the building is still like this tomorrow morning, there's no way we can let visitors onto the campus.
We have no idea what's happening in there either. The risk of danger is too great. It's possible we might need to evacuate the academy. Or even all of Trista.
No way. Damn it, is that our only option?
I guess from a risk management point of view, that's the only sensible course of action, but...
Over the past month, we've poured everything we have into getting ready for this festival. Maybe we wanted to prove we could put on just as good a show as the other classes. Maybe we wanted to impress our families. Maybe it's just that being with friends and working to make something great is its own reward.
Reen. Yeah.
That's all just secondary right now. What's really important is our chance to leave a legacy here. To do something new classes might look at and aspire to. Winning or losing, that doesn't really matter in the end. And it doesn't ultimately matter whether our show is a smash hit or totally tanks. Because what we worked for isn't fame or bragging rights. We worked to put on the best damn festival we could. So all I'm asking for is a chance to see that through. That's not too much to ask, is it?
Oh.
He's right, you know.
I'm with Reen on this too.
Perhaps the best we can put forth will amount to nothing in the end.
But even if it does, as long as we have a chance to do something about it, we won't just take this lying down.
Yeah, we spent way too long practicing to just throw it all away.
Besides, it'd be super lame if we missed a chance to strut our stuff.
Since the beginning of the year, it's been our class's responsibility to investigate the Old Schoolhouse.
That's right. And it just so happens that we haven't made our monthly visit yet.
You guys are actually serious.
Sure looks that way. Man, hearing you guys so fired up brings a little tear to my eye.
Well, I certainly admire your spirit, but spirit alone won't be enough to get you past this barrier. Oh, Reen, what's that light?
Huh? What is this?
It's coming from your Arcus pouch.
Yeah, but why?
It looks like the quartz is shining.
What's happening?
Now all of our Argus units are glowing.
What's going on?
I doubt it's mere coincidence that this light is the same hue as the barrier.
You know, this actually reminds me of our very first day in the Old Schoolhouse.
Indeed. We were all connected together through our Arcus combat links.
It does seem similar.
Mine's doing it too.
Ooh, this is so neato!
The time has come. Now reveal.
Reen? Reen! Are you okay?
It almost looks like he's causing a sympathetic resonance with the field.
Yeah, that's the feeling I'm getting. It's an invitation. Like I and the rest of Class 7 are being called in.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry, sir. I guess they ended up taking after their teacher a little too much.
Then you've been a fine instructor. I stand impressed with your students. Besides, making the choices that define you is part of growing up. It's currently 1940 hours. I'll permit you until 00 hours to conduct your investigation. Any later, and you won't get enough sleep to put on a rousing concert after all.
Sir.
Then we can...
You deserve the chance to earn that legacy you were talking about. To leave a light for those who'll come after. Go on. I'm not gonna chide you for being rash. Not this time, anyway.
And may the goddess guide your steps. Don't forget, too, that discretion is the better part of valor. Retreating isn't always a cowardly option.
Instructor Sarah. Instructor Thomas.
Right.
Understood.
Be careful in there, everyone! We'll do whatever we can out here to back you up.
I'll leave the engineering building open for the night, so come on over if you need to use the facilities there. I'll go ask the shops in the cafeteria to keep the lights on for you, too.
Thank you. All of you.
We're counting on you.
All right, let's go.
Wind here feels strange somehow. A lot like they did in Lowengreen Castle, actually. Indeed, I can sense it welling up with spiritual energy, too. Lowengreen Castle was that guy got trapped in... was that castle guy got trapped in when he visited Legram, right? It was, though this doesn't seem quite the same as the phenomenon we encountered there. I'm scared there could be any ghosts jumping on us, are there? Something's different in here, too. The elevator hall? Might as well go take a look. Look, the elevator's glowing with that same light. Looks like it's trying to guide us. Something different about the console, too. Is the 7th floor? The 6th floor couldn't possibly be the last. And I guess that the 7th floor holds the key to answering all the questions we have about this place. Well, shall we see what lies beyond? Right. Time to find out what dark terrors await us down here.
is this?
Glowing cogs?
We've seen some strange stuff in this schoolhouse since we started coming here, but I think this takes the cake.
Confirming release of the 6th lock. Potential awakener detected. The time has come. Commencing the 2nd trial.
This looks the same as the red door we found on the 4th floor, but...
It seems like there's an even bigger surprise behind this one.
I'm very curious about this 6th lock and 2nd trial business. Do you think the locks refer to each of the floors we've cleared so far?
What's a potential awakener? Is it talking about one of us?
I can scarcely venture a guess. But what seems certain is that we're here tonight because we were meant to be here.
Yeah.
Reen?
Huh? Are you okay? It's the mark on your chest, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But how do you...
Call it intuition. I think it should already be quite apparent, but we're headed somewhere no living eyes have seen. Are you sure you're all prepared? Emma?
Well, well. You certainly seem to be in the know about all of this.
And how long has Celine been here?
Back at the start of the year, I know we all had our doubts. We've made it this far because we've accepted each other for who we are. And I think being part of Class 7 is a big part of that. Even if the world were to stand against us, we'd have each other. The challenges we face together.
Reen. Couldn't have said it better myself.
On my first day with Class 7, I was sitting in a room full of strangers. Now I know I'm standing among friends.
That's Laura, cutting right to the heart of it.
Yeah, I don't ever recall accepting him.
I could say the same about you!
Some things never change, do they?
Honestly, if they ever stop bickering, I'd probably miss it. It's just one of those things that makes us what we are.
Aw, you guys have a good thing going. Wish I was a part of it.
You said it, Short Stack. Don't know that there's much of a place for a slackadaisical second year either.
What kind of talk is that? You two belong here just as much as the rest of us. And I think you'll have to agree, Emma. Class 7 is the best there is.
Well said. Maybe I still have a ways to go before I fully understand the whole class system here. But I'm confident Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer.
Then what are we waiting for? No one might ever know what we do here tonight. We're not doing this to prove to others how great we are. We're doing it to prove it to ourselves. To face down our fear, conquer it, and earn the answers we deserve.
Reen. All right. I won't try to dissuade you. Let's go earn our chance to leave our mark on this academy.
Yeah!
expected to see something that defied explanation. But this is beyond imagination.
Still, this trial is ours to overcome, and overcome it we shall.
Yeah, you're right. So, how about it, Reen? Any words of wisdom from our fearless leader?
Huh? What do you want me to say?
Whatever you want, I guess.
Gotta have a little pep talk before we begin the mission.
Yep. Just think of it as another of our old schoolhouse adventures.
Let's do this, boss man.
Just don't say anything you might regret later.
You guys aren't making this any easier. All right, Class 7. Our mission is to explore the 7th floor of the Old Schoolhouse and find a way to return the building to normal. Are you ready to give this everything you've got?
Yes, sir. Flame Slash has become Azure Flame Slash. This place is hype as hell. Oh my god, I love this final dungeon. It kind of comes out of nowhere, but it is so cool. Problem is, we're not actually going to be exploring it, not this time, and we're going to be doing some things first, next time. So, until then, see you guys later.